Now the question before us is, a lot consists of 140 pens, 144 ball pens, of which 20 are defective and the others are good. Noori will buy a pen if it is good, but will not buy it if it is defective. The shopkeeper draws one pen at random and give it to her. What is the probability that she will buy it? So now what is given? It is given that the total number of pens are 144, out of which some pens are defective. Number of defective pens are 20 and the others are good. So now the number of good pens are 124. If we deduct 20 from the total lot of 144, the good pens will arrive at. So the number of good pens are 124. So now what is written? Noori will buy a pen if it is good. Noori will buy a pen if it is good. So now we have to calculate probability. Noori will buy pen. We have to calculate this. So here, what is the probability of Noori buying the pen? Noori will buy the pen if it is good. So here, the number of favorable outcomes are the number of good pens. The number of good pens are 124. And what is the total number of pens or the total number of possible outcomes? These are 144. We will divide both by 2. It comes 62 divided by 72. We again divide it by 2. It becomes 31 over 36. So Noori will buy pen. Its probability is 31/36. This is answer of the first part of the question. So now, what is the probability that it will not buy it? Here we are to find probability. Noori will not buy the pen. So here, what is the number of favorable outcomes? Here the number of favorable outcomes is to be divided by total number of outcomes. This is the formula to calculate the probability in any question. So she will not buy the pen. Noori will not buy the pen if it is defective. So the Noori will not buy pen. Its probability is to be calculated by the number of defective pens. The number of defective pens are 20. It is to be divided by the total number of outcomes, total number of pens. It is 144. So here we will divide both by 4. What is it comes? It comes 5. When we divide 144 by 4, let us see it what comes. It comes 36. 5 over 36. This is the probability that Noori will not buy the pen. Now the question before us is, a game consists of tossing a 1 rupee coin 3 times and noting its outcome each time. Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same result, that is 3 heads, 3 tails, and losses otherwise. Calculate the probability that Hanif will lose the game. So what is given in the question, that there is 1 rupee coin and it is tossed 3 times. So suppose there is 1 rupee coin and it is tossed 3 times. This is the first time, this is second time, this is the third time. So what are the possible outcomes? It may be possible that on all the 3 occasions he may get head. Then in the second time, it is possible that on 2 occasions he gets head and tail in the third. Then in the third time, when the 1 rupee coin is tossed for 3 times, there may be head, tail, head. And then on another occasion, there may be tail, head, and head. Then on the 5th time, there may be tail on all the 3 occasions. Then there may be tail, tail, and head. Then tail, head, tail. And then there may be head, tail, and tail. So these are the possible outcomes when a 1 rupee coin is tossed 3 times and many times. So these may be some possible outcomes. So here, what are the total number of outcomes? Let us count the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the 5 possible outcomes. So now Hanif will lose the game. We are to find out probability. Hanif will lose the game. Here we are to find out the number of favorable outcomes. It is to be divided by total number of outcomes. So what are the favorable outcomes? That Hanif will lose the game. Hanif will lose the game. It is given in the question that Hanif wins if all the tosses give the same result, that is 3 heads and 3 tails. That is, if there are 3 heads, he will win. If there are 3 heads, tails, he wins. That is, on these 2 occasions, he will win the match. So out of the total 8, he will win only twice, when there is head and tail on all the 3 times. So the number of favorable outcomes are except these 2. The other are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number of favorable outcomes are 6 when he will lose the game. Number of times Hanif will lose the game are 6. It will be divided by 8. So the answer before us is 3/4. This is the probability. Thanks for watching. If you like our course, please spare some time to give a star rating to our course.